watch as I unrack the weight without my feet in the right position. This is my heaviest set of the day, 185 pounds, and I had to hold the weight in the air for a second and readjust my feet. That is definitely not a good setup, and that cost me reps. And then you'll notice I moved my feet to different positions as the weight got more difficult. Obviously, the position I ended up in must be the best because it's the one that I chose when it was down to the wire. So, I learned a big lesson about my own bench press setup here. That was a major flaw in today's that limited me to only basically 8 reps. Although I'm on low food, so I have a managed expectation today that I was just going to beat the 5 reps in my Wendler 531 strength training programming, which is what determines how quickly I go up in weight. So because I didn't go backwards and because I did make progress, even though I didn't set a rep record, it means that I won today according to my managed expectation because I'm trying only to defeat the 5 reps so that I'm not going backwards on my progress and having to reset any of my numbers due to the fact that I'm on limited calories. I just came out of a lean out phase, and maybe about twice a year I'll do sort of a hard cut. Maybe it'll be once in the future because twice seems a little excessive. But I'll do these small cuts throughout the year, but then I'll do like a harder cut, and I just did sort of a harder cut. And so I'm only on 3,100 calories, which for me is a deficit on a tough day. And I'm rising up 100 each week. So here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be on much more food. So if I don't go backwards on my numbers, during that time, then I'll make progress according to the program because I will still be able to push those weights when the food is there. So when I have more food, I'll be able to do a lot more reps. I'm so much stronger when I'm eating 3,400, 3,500, and especially 3,600 calories. When I have 3,600 calories, I can do almost anything. So just kind of at this point, I feel like because I have 2 competing goals, and fitness goals are specific, like if you want to become stronger, you got to eat a lot of food and lift weights and that kind of stuff. And so for my primary goal of gaining strength, going on a diet that is causing me to eat at a caloric deficit for a period of time does not really help that particular goal. It's a competing and contradictory goal in terms of specificity. So just the sheer fact that I was able to train through that and not go backwards on strength during that time, so that when I'm going to higher levels in the future when the food's back, I'll be able to jump right back in. That to me managed the 2 scenarios against each other well enough to where I didn't create a problem for myself or where I didn't get either of them because honestly the heavy lifting and pursuing strength training is great for leaning out because it helps tell your body that it needs to hang on to that muscle even as the body fat levels start to drop kind of like to low enough levels where the body's kind of like goes into sort of warning modes and tries to do things like destroy muscle to continue losing weight. So like those 2 goals worked together well through the diet. I'm coming out of the diet now and feeling really good about where those 2 goals are being met. So that's why it's important to manage your expectation. You can't always go in the gym and expect to always beat yourself, compared to the previous week on strength, especially if you're on any sort of a caloric deficit, and even more so as your body fat levels lower and lower. It's like you really want to just focus on being the best that you can be that day based on the circumstances that you're in. This set out of the whole workout was the one where I probably went a little too heavy and I just had to have it. But I got it though. So that's good.